Morning guys, so today I'm going to take you along for our morning basket. I'm just going to spend the next hour filming bits and pieces of a traditional morning basket morning for us. I actually hadn't planned to do this video today, so you're getting a real bananas all over my counter, a super real morning basket video. It is actually technically not even put away from yesterday, so it is what it is. But I wanted you guys to see what it really authentically looks like when we do this. When I put up our morning basket video each month to kind of share what's inside, a lot of people ask if we do everything every day or how long we spend on it. So I just thought it would be the easiest to just show you guys what that looks like. Sometimes we go into it with a little bit of a plan. Most often we have no plan. I definitely do a Bible study and map drill every day, but beyond that we kind of pick and choose throughout the rest of the morning basket. So it is just a traditional morning basket morning here. I'll give you a little rundown of what's happened so far today just so you kind of know where we're fitting it in. Originally I wanted morning basket to start at 9, but with it being so hot outside still in Florida, my kids are spending their normal 10 to 11 outside time at 9 to 10, so I kind of switched those back and forth. So now we're doing morning basket somewhere around 10 to 11 so the kids can spend some time outside before it gets too hot. Also, it's like 10:03. We don't always start right on the dot. I have to call them in still. They're outside scootering around, but a jar of banana peppers broke in my refrigerator, and so I had to clean that up. It's real life, happens. Something like that happens every day. We rarely start right on time. And also, before morning basket begins, they also do some independent work, which I believe you guys saw last week, so I'll link that video up here. So they get some independent work done before they go head outside, and then we sit down to do our group studies together. So everybody's already dressed, ready, gives me some time to get dressed and ready, get some housework done, some light housework done, before we sit down and really start the meat of our homeschool day with morning basket. So, all right, Miss Anna is starting with her little sensory bin. You gonna do apples? You ready? There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have fun, okay? Okay, so the kids always start with just coming to the table and hanging out here playing with an activity book. Both the boys are doing the Little Children's Dinosaur activity book. I'll link this below. They happen to be on the same page, which doesn't happen often, but they have one sped up, one slowed down. They go back and forth with that. Isabella is back to working on, which one is this? Create Your Own Boutique. Which she was working on, like a drawing animals book for a little bit. So they go back and forth. We rearrange what's in the basket just to keep things fresh. And this just gets their minds back to working on a task while they kind of get some water and cool down from playing outside. Just brings them to the table and also gives me time to transition to coming to the table as well. Are you being disruptive? Okay guys, about 3 more minutes left on those.
Okay. Mommy, but I'm not done yet.
Okay. Do you think you can finish in about 3 minutes?
No, of course I cannot finish.
Okay. Do you need some help?
I'm only on the leg. Okay, now I'm finished on the leg.
Okay, go ahead and put your activity books away and grab your clipboards.
Oh, okay.
And Eli, you want to sing the days of the week today?
It's right there. Oh yeah. Days
You
of
do?
the week.
You want to do days of the week?
Days of the week.
Oh, hold on. Okay, and so Jessie, you'll do months of the year, and Bella, you'll do the time, okay?
I want the time.
You want the
you
time?
said today I could do the map. I'm opening the map.
You can open the scrunch map today. Yes, you can. Okay, go ahead and grab your clipboards.
Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday.
Okay, so if yesterday was Wednesday, then what is today? Think about it.
Thursday.
Okay, you want to put it up there for me?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. All right, Jesse, you want to do the months of the year?
Yeah.
I'm going to take these off for you. Go ahead.
What does it start like?
What does it start with?
January, February, March, and April.
What month is it, Jess?
September.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Go ahead and put September up. But I want to know, what is next month going to be? Because we're coming to the end of the month.
Next month.
What will next month be?
Halloween.
Yeah, but sing your song. Think about it. What's after September?
November.
No, what is it?
September, November.
No. Okay, so what is it after September?
September, October.
October. Yep, so we're almost to October because today, Bella, if yesterday was the 26th, today is the 27th. So I want you guys to tell me the date. Today is Thursday, September 27th. So can you guys say that?
There it is.
Tell me, today is Thursday.
September 27th.
And what just happened a couple days ago?
Turned into fall.
It turned into fall. So why don't we switch that out as well? Then Bella, I need you to go look at the clock and tell me what time it is.
Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy.
All right, Bella, in Psalms, why do we have a book with a sun and a moon? What does that represent about Psalms?
Because we should read the Bible day and night.
And we should meditate on the scriptures day and night, right? All right, Jessie, why does this have an arrow and why does it say right?
Because it says right to go right way.
Right, because good fruit comes from,
The apple tree.
yes, the good fruit comes from living the
Right.
right way. Okay, so Bella, then who is this and why is there a lamb? What does this mean?
It means that this is God and then this is a lamb and God takes good care of us.
Right, because he's the good
lamb.
the good lamb, the good shepherd.
Good shepherd. Oops.
Right. Eli, what is this? This is the kingdom, right? We enter his courts.
Thanksgiving and
Yeah, Thanksgiving and praise. Good job. So that was what we learned yesterday. So let's learn what we have to learn about Psalms today. So David tells us about Jesus' birth. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
David writes, "You are my son. Today I have begotten you." Later, one of the New Testament writers says he, Jesus, is the only begotten Son of God. The word begotten to give his life for us on a cross. So we're going to color Jesus in the manger as well. Can you do that?
yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, that Jesus in the manger. Okay, and what does that represent? That Jesus was
Begotten son.
and he was a real baby who played and laughed and got boo-boos like a real baby, right?
Yeah. And lost teeth when he grew up.
I'm sure he did lose teeth.
World.
Yep. All right, so I stepped out of the room to make some kombucha. And they are having a whistling contest. And this one has taken apart our calendar. So, proof that I need to stay in the room for everyone to stay on task, because that took me less than a minute. Wawa?
Mommy, can I be done now?
Yeah, you can be done now. You want to play with the sensory bin with Missy Lou? Okay, so we have lost a student. He's over there now, which is why we kind of do some of the stuff geared toward him right out of the gate. Usually he wants to color with us, so we'll see if that stays, or if he wants to play with the sensory bin more. But now we're going to do this. This is our big kid calendar time. So who remembers the date? What can you guys tell me? Today is Thursday.
September 27th.
It is Grandpa's birthday.
Today is?
Today is Grandpa's birthday.
Wait, are we going tonight?
No, his party's on Saturday. Okay, so September 27th, neatness. Well, that's perfect, because what are we studying? What's our habit?
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. So let's see if this goes hand in hand with that. Okay, so listen to this. Let thy mind's sweetness have its operation upon thy body, clothes, and habitation. So the boy who recommended himself. I'm going to read you guys a story. What do you guys think about that? What does that show you?
That he was a really nice boy and he was really
Right, so did they even need to ask anyone's opinion of him? Or did he show his character and his neatness?
He shows character
And his neatness and his respect, right?
Yeah.
So they didn't even need to ask anyone else if they thought he would be good for the job, because the way he presented himself, carried himself, and cared for things. Okay. Ooh, who shares a birthday with Grandpa? You guys want to know?
Yes.
Samuel Adams, an American patriot and one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. Born in Boston, Massachusetts on September 27th, 1722. How cool is that? Should we call Grandpa and tell him later?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if he already knows who he shares a birthday with. Okay, let's do some story of the world.
Can you find the mermaid? Oh, hands. Mermaid. Oh no. Nibble, shoot and shoot. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. First, Goldilocks tried down.
All right, so let's read chapter 8, the Persian puzzle. You guys are coloring, what does that say? An Ottoman coin. So that's actually going to be the second part of the chapter, but go ahead and start coloring while I read, okay? Alrighty. Okay, Bella, why don't you tell me now, what's your narration from the story? Okay, do you guys want to do Spanish or do you want to do map drill first?
Map drill.
Map drill? Okay, we'll do map drill and then we're going to do Spanish, and that's all we have time for today.
Spanish this time?
Yep, you guys can do Spanish today. Anna, what did you do? Oh, it wasn't you? Okay. You want to do map drill today?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you remember? Let's see.
Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia.
Oh yeah, do you remember what the kids learned yesterday, what that one is?
Alice.
Alabama. Can you do it backwards or have you just memorized it in order?
I just memorized it in order.
Yeah, do you know what that one is?
Virginia.
Oh, good job. Little ears are always listening, guys. He has only recently decided to sit in map drill with us, and I was shocked because he just like immediately knew them all. Now he wouldn't know them if I pointed to them individually. He has memorized them in order, but it's so cute. Okay, you go open that up on the rug for the kids, okay? All right, who wants to be, okay, let's see. Go ahead and open up to your map drill. I want you to do yours backwards.
Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida.
And what is that one?
Alabama.
All right.
Alabama. We now you're sitting on the map. South Carolina, North Carolina. Oh, that's the part I'm stuck on.
Oh, that's Virginia.
Virginia.
Okay, so now look at your map and match up what you think you had missed.
Oh, I think I missed that and that.
All right, well, let's fill them in. Figure out what they are and try to remember them before we add another state.
Alabama and Virginia.
Okay, point to them on your map so you know where they are, okay? Match them up. Okay, Bella, you can look at Bella, you can look at Alabama facts today.
Virginia.
Yeah?
Mississippi.
That can be the next one you add on as soon as you get them all without needing to look at a map, okay?
Okay.
We can add Mississippi maybe tomorrow if you can remember Alabama and Virginia.
Georgia.
Okay, you go ahead and read some of these.
Virginia.
Okay, why don't you tell me 2 facts about Alabama, Missy?
It's where the Wright brothers opened the nation's first flying school.
Ooh, cool. Jesse, do you remember anything about Alabama? Can you tell me something?
Or the elephants?
What about elephants?
I don't know. Big Al, the mascot of the Alabama Crimson Tide football team.
Oh, that's what you remember, the football team. Okay, what do you remember about Alabama?
Was Ariel there?
Ariel is from Alabama. Yeah, you're right. All right, go ahead.
I was just gonna tell you that she came to the baseball game with us.
Oh, she was at the football game? Yeah. Do you guys remember when we visited Alabama? Do you remember going to the Civil Rights Institute? Do you remember being in Birmingham, Bella?
And we got chips, well, yeah, actually I do know. We got chips.
We got chips.
Oh yeah. We got chips.
All right.
These are the best French fries in the world.
In Alabama?
Remember we went to a restaurant and ate French fries? And
Geography today. Remember the French fries and chips we ate in Alabama? I don't remember the French fries.
you don't remember the restaurant? Like it was like a small restaurant, really tall. We went there and it was
Oh man, what was that place called?
The French fries are super hot.
What was it called? Dreamland Barbecue. I just remembered. It was Dreamland Barbecue. We went to a family reunion in Alabama, and we spent a day in Birmingham and went to Dreamland Barbecue and the Civil Rights Institute. So, how did I forget that before we added Birmingham or Alabama to our map drill that we visited there? Oh well, glad it was there to refresh my memory. But yeah, Dreamland Barbecue, that's what we will remember about Alabama. The floor is lava! So the way that we review some of their Spanish, you all can come back to the table now. The way that we review some of their Spanish words, we are just using this book, the First 1,000 Words in Spanish. Bella uses the Rosetta Stone Spanish program 2 days a week, but this is just to start with some Spanish words for the boys. We play where we add some words around the house, so there are little word cards all over my house, and I will call out a location, and they'll run around to it, and then every now and then I'll shout the floor is lava, and it's just makes it fun, keeps it from being boring. So we're gonna add 3 more things today while we're learning about our house. Words. So we added 3 new words today. They're running around right now. Jessie chose this. Bella chose this and stuck it on our Berkey. And, Eli chose that, and Jessie chose La Mesa. La Mesa! The floor is lava! Okay. El agua. You guys will have to excuse my attempts at using a Spanish accent. If you can believe it. If you can believe it. La silla. If you can believe it, I studied Spanish all through high school and minored in it in college. And now, 10 years later, I'm sitting here going, La silla. So, you know, who knows? Who knows if that will come in handy one day. Okay, so as you can see, we did not do everything today. I had hoped to get to our memory work today. Uh-oh. Yeah. Instead of hymn study, we actually ended up doing neither. So we did not do our, what's it called? Habit study today because we only do that 1 day a week. We didn't do any penmanship. We didn't do a lot of this stuff. So that I hope that gives you an idea of things that we do. We just kind of pick and choose. So it is 11:14. We had to take quite a few breaks for Miss Annabeth and kind of tidy up after her a little bit. But that just is kind of a rundown of how that works for us over the course of an hour. If you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments below, and I will try my hardest to really answer them in this question because really answer them in this video. I always try to answer comments, but sometimes they slip through and I just don't have a chance to go back and answer them. But I will try to answer them in the comments. Morning basket is one of our favorite parts of the school day because it brings us all together and we get a lot of group subjects. So for example, today, in an hour's time, we did a little bit of language, learning Spanish. We did geography, we did history, we did Bible. What else did we do? Well, you guys know what we did. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I am going to go spend about 15 minutes picking up and resetting. We do this right now at our dining room table, which means that I bring our calendar in here and things like that. some of their folders and clipboards and things that don't always stay in the basket. But I'm gonna go bring those back to the schoolroom now, which is where we'll be for the rest of the day. This room just gives us a lot more time and gives Annabeth a lot more time, a lot more space to hang and play with us instead of being crammed into one small room. And I'm gonna let the kids play with a school toy for about 15 minutes while I pick up and get ready for our rehead right into our loop, which today is taking care of the animals and clearing a space for our garden. So we're gonna go spend an hour outside now working on that. Sometimes we move from morning basket into nature study. Sometimes we move into our science unit. So the next hour after morning basket time is some focused time on one area of learning, and then we break for lunch. So that is how morning basket went for us. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. My kids are being really loud, so I don't know if you can hear me at all. So I'm gonna end it. Are you on the couch? Uh-oh. What do we do for that?
Oh, and it's calling.
So, dang it, so close to nobody getting in trouble.